Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Bryce of BIS Media, and today we're going to be talking about the Panasonic UB820 and fixing the lip sync issues that this player does seem to have. And I've read about this on several Reddit forums, just different places on the internet. And I definitely wasn't the only one, because I've noticed with this player, ever since I bought it, that it's had some kind of lip sync issues, whether it just be through my receiver or if I'm even just playing sound through the TV. The lips didn't quite match up with the speech that was said during a TV show or a movie, and it was just driving me absolutely crazy. And I would play with all the different settings, the audio delay, and I just could never seem to get it right. And I finally recently just started looking more into it because, it was bugging me, and I'd had it close enough, but not quite where I wanted it to be. And so I really started looking into some different forums and just trying to get some other people's opinions on it. And I think I found the best ways that you can fix this. So there is two different methods to this, and I'm going to show you guys the first method, and that is actually going into the settings on the player itself. So you're going to go all the way over to Setup, and we're going to go to Player Settings, and then on Player Settings, we're going to go down to Audio, and then let me make it sure you guys can see this. And they actually have an audio delay within here, which I personally wouldn't use this, especially if you're going to be using this through a receiver. Your receiver is going to have its own different type of thing to do this. So what you're going to want to do is go to Digital Audio Out, and then we're going to go down to BD Video Secondary Audio. So if you go to this, mine is automatically turned to auto, which I think most people is going to be turned to auto. And when it's set to auto, just make sure that it can actually pull up Dolby Atmos and DTSX, that you can actually play those. If you actually turn this off, this basically down mixes the audio to where it doesn't pull DTSX, it doesn't recognize Dolby Atmos. And a lot of people were saying on the forums, this actually fixed their lip sync issues altogether. I'm not personally a huge fan of this because I want the best audio possible. So I don't actually use this. I just keep it set at auto because I want to be able to get the best audio formats out there. And so that is the first option. That is the first method that you can do, is you can just set that to off, and people said that it automatically fixed it for them. But like I said, personally, I don't use it just because I want the best audio out there, and I'd rather just go into, the second method, which is what I'm going to show you guys here. So with the second method, it actually goes into your receiver, or it could also be your TV, or it could also be through the Panasonic UB820, which you just guys saw in the settings there. And so with this, I'm going to actually go into my receiver settings. So I'm going to hit the setup button on this, and I'm going to go into audio, and I'm going to select audio delay. And so with this actually does not show up on the screen. So I'm going to get a little bit closer over here to the receiver so that way you guys can see it. All right, so as you guys can see, it does say lip sync on, so it's going to have it where you can select it on or off. I have mine set to on. I'm going to press the down button, and we go to adjust. And then this is where you can actually set the audio delay in milliseconds. From what I've read, most people said either try 60 milliseconds, 90, 100, 120. I mean, there's really no right or wrong answer because it's strictly, how well it looks to you. I actually personally went to the 120. I didn't find it just perfect, so I went ahead and went up to 130, and that seemed to get the right spot just for me. But maybe for your player and with your receiver, maybe you have to do that 60, 90, 100, or maybe just the 120, or maybe you have some other completely different number, and that might work best for you. So there's all kinds of different ways you can take a look at it there. And again, you can also go into the audio delay on your TV if your TV does support that. Every TV is a little bit different depending on how fancy it is, how new it is. Or you can go into the settings on the setup, and you can do the audio delay through there. So there is a couple of different ways you can do that. Those are the two different methods you can do. So let me know down in the comments if this was very helpful for you, and also you were having issues with this, just because I don't see a lot of people talk about the subject too often. And I'm not sure if this is also happening on the UB420 and the UB9000. It's definitely possible, just because the interface, the chip and everything within these is basically all the same. And there's not a whole lot of differences in between all three of these different models. So you could definitely be having the same issues with all of those. So let me know down in the comments if this was helpful for you, and this also, fixed out your fixed your lip sync issue? Did you even have any lip sync issues with your player? Let me definitely know in the comments. Leave me a like if this was helpful, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out my other videos I have on the Panasonic UB820, UB420, and I will be doing a review and unboxing on the UB9000 in the very near future. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.